Hey guys, want to talk about something that you can include in your diet every day to encourage hair growth, and that would be a green smoothie. A green smoothie is really jam-packed, full of nutrition, and what really counts is what you put inside of your green smoothie. Now, typically, I will add a couple bananas with some kale, romaine lettuce, and then I'll add in some super greens. So I'll put like a tablespoon of alfalfa powder in it. I'll put about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of moringa leaf powder in this, a teaspoon of kelp, a teaspoon of dulse, and anything else that is really high in nutrients like chlorella, spirulina. There's many different green superfood powders out there that you can buy. Vitamin Mineral Earth. There's one by Garden of Life that's good. Raw Veggie Blend or something like that. You don't have to put in the super greens, but I think that adding in some of these more nutrient-dense greens are going to cover all of your bases as far as your nutrients go. I was reading on a website here that a person lived in South Korea for like 4 years, and the Koreans' diet is very rich in sea vegetables. And this person went on to say that living in a city of 14 million people, he never remembered really seeing any bald men. And of course, the Koreans eat a far superior diet than the American diet, simply because the Koreans hardly eat any meat. It's very, very minimal in their diet, and they consume more vegetables per day than Americans. So the majority of their calories are coming from vegetables, rice, beans, and sea vegetables, and fruit, and seafood. So it's very, very low in, red meat, chicken, things like that. A possible explanation is just the fact that maybe Koreans are getting so much more nutrients that are nourishing for the hair, whereas Americans eat this very unhealthy diet, so they're very undernourished. So they aren't getting all the nutrients necessary to keep their hair growing. And of course, if you have the genetics to go and to lose your hair, then eating a poor diet is simply going to speed up that whole process. So even if you have the genetics to go bald, in my opinion, I believe that by eating a really healthy diet and doing these things that I talk about, you are greatly slowing down that whole process, because you are aging far slower than most other Americans. In my opinion, I believe from all the years that I've been into nutrition and health that we are very undernourished, and that nutrients do play a bigger role than most people realize. We just simply aren't getting all of the nutrients that we need every day, and that's protein, minerals, vitamins, phytochemicals. There's so many nutrients that we need, and so many of us are deficient in certain nutrients as well. And if we're not deficient, we're borderline deficient. We're not really thriving because we don't have a surplus of nutrition in us. But your hair is mostly made up of protein, and eating meat actually has the opposite effect, because if you eat a large amount of meat, you will increase your testosterone levels, which can have a negative impact on your hair. It's better to get your protein directly from the earth in the form of nuts, seeds, beans, vegetables, high quality sources of protein without the detrimental effects that meat is going to have on you. So you have all the plant foods that are high in protein, and then you got to think about zinc. You know, zinc is important for growing hair, and you know, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds are great for zinc, kidney beans, cashews, and silica. Unfortunately, most people eating this processed food, fiber and silica are thrown out. So you're not going to get really any fiber or silica in the food because of it being processed. And most of the American diet is 80% processed food. So silica is needed to strengthen your collagen, which supports the hair matrix and accelerates hair growth. Silica is found in dark green leafy vegetables, tomatoes, figs, grapes, apples, flax seeds, the skin of cucumbers. And one of the highest sources of silica is actually horsetail. Horsetail is very good to get silica. So, if you want to encourage better hair growth, okay, and better skin, a green smoothie is an absolute must. Getting into the habit of just trying to drink one every day will do tremendous things for your health, because you'll have a huge influx of nutrients now in your system, especially if you add some of the things I was talking about, like kelp, dulse, moringa, alfalfa, you know, chlorella, spirulina, whatever you want to put in there, you know, hemp seeds, kale, spinach. Excellent form of high quality nutrition. You probably actually get more nutrients in one glass of green smoothie than many Americans get in a whole week. And that's probably true because fortunately most of the foods Americans eat are so low in nutrients. And most of your nutrients, believe it or not, come from vegetables. But we'll leave that for another video. So, if you aren't drinking a green smoothie, you should start right now.